Campeones! Barça are through to the semis of the Copa, and guess what? Habemus Defenders, yes indeed, and Uruayo and Gerard Martin, aka Gerard Maldini, stepped up big time. And was it a nail biter in the end? Yes, it was. But hey, is that a reason for all of this panic? Stick around. Don't go away. Here comes the breakdown. Now, before we get into the madness, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification as well to let the algorithm know that this is the spot for Barça insiders. And I need more culés, folks. I need more culés. Culés need to pack this space because I know you Madridista minions are watching. I know you're lurking. I know you're tuning in. And I knew that you guys were hoping for an Albacetazo, but it didn't happen. Not today. Not today, Satan. We move on to the semis of the Copa. My heart is still racing, though. Yes, I will admit that. It did come down to an absolute ginormous Gerard Maldini to clear the ball off of the goal line to secure the victory, to secure the win, and to secure another semifinal of the King's Cup. It was supposed to be a calm Tuesday night, was it? What do I keep saying? What do I keep reiterating? There are simply no easy games for this Barça side. Yes, we're going to dominate. Yes, we're going to look at the possession stats in a moment. But listen, this was far from a routine quarterfinal game on a Tuesday night. We played Albacete, the Goliath Slayer. Do I need to remind y'all who they beat in the previous round? I get it. You're not impressed with the Whites, neither am I, but they also beat a Celta. They played like their lives were on the line. It was the night for them where they were on the cusp of glory to reach the semis of the Cup for the second time in their history, and they played like it. It was a cagey affair. It was a sluggish night. It was a night where Barça, yes, we were inefficient in front of goal as well, and Albacete did what they had to do, stay compact in the back and try to hit us on the counterattacks, and they did so, once in a correctly called offside position, even though the national televised public TV here, Televisión Española, tried to question that as well, had another chance or two in front of Joan Garcia that they missed. But listen, we survive. We survive. Hemos sabido sufrir. Hemos sabido dominar. And once again, we're in the semis. Do I need to repeat? The semis of the Copa del Rey. Let's have a quick look at the possession stats, or at the statistics in overall. You'll see it was an absolute drubbing, if you will, when it comes to the main stats. 16 shots, 6 shots on target, 72% possession, outpassing, the accuracy, everything was there from Barça apart from the finishing. And that is where I question as well the state of the culés at the moment, whether all of the criticism aimed towards a Marcus Rashford is fairly placed or not. In my opinion, it isn't. If we look at the sample size from Albacete alone, then perhaps, but you look at the stats overall so far this season, some quick maths, 13 assists, 10 goals, and the amount of chances that he had yesterday as well. Yes, it's frustrating to see that maybe he's not as active as Lamine Yamal, but listen, we can't compare him to the best player in the world right now. That's just unfair. It's Marcus Rashford who comes on for a Rafinha who's not available, had a chance in the opening minutes that he either missed kicks or is guilty of being overly generous, perhaps. I don't know if I'm talking about that chance in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the game. Beautiful little lob pass from Lamine Yamal. Once again, an alley-oop, if you will. All he had to do was get a touch to it on goal, really. And instead, quite inexplicably, it deviates. I don't know what he did. It went anywhere except for going on goal and went right to the feet of the Albacete defenders. There weren't even really the Barça players there to tuck that one away. It wasn't like another one he had later on, just a few minutes later, where, yes, I am going to be a little bit more critical of Robert Lewandowski, who, in my opinion, is the one that looks the most sluggish at the moment. He just looks that split second off in certain moments, whether it was that chance that Marcus Rashford gives him right at his feet, gets a touch to it, first touch, but then just gives it to the keeper. Instead of a more effective, powerful connection, he just tries to kind of kiss it away, but it goes right to the keeper. And also a little bit later on, Rashford giving that cross that I think it was Lewandowski as well that just slides to it. Again, that split second too late at the far post. The Polish man's is at the wrong side of 35. What can I say? No voy a decir nada. Lo único, his age is showing. That's clear. His age is showing. He's just that split second off in moments like that, whether it's not enough power in his shot or whether it's that split second too late for getting to a ball that was, again, another goal-scoring opportunity. Rashford could have walked away last night with 2 or 3 assists and a couple of goals as well, and nobody would have said nothing. Instead, last night, no estaba fino. Pero no solo él, sino otros también. This is the heat map of Lewandowski. Look at that. Compare that to a Dani Olmo. Look at the energizer bunny that is a Dani Olmo. Look at the man is all over the place. He had a good chance himself as well. He set up as well a Marcus Rashford that, quite frankly, that one-on-one, that must have been this moment here. That 1v1 of Rashford with the goalkeeper. He had just maybe 1 or 2 feet in the 18-yard box, and then just, again, the man shites it. He doesn't even get it on target. At least make the man work. At least make the Albacete goalkeeper work for his dough. And he didn't do that on that occasion. In moments, Rashford, I think, too generous, too eager to look for that extra pass, something that when it works out, we praise and we hail and, wow, we are the envy of the world when it comes to our football. And when it doesn't work out, you look a little silly. You look a little like wasteful, if you will. And that's where the criticism, I guess, comes from. My criticism more is for Lewandowski. Lamine Yamal, that was, I mean, Lamine the Dream. Lamine La Mina de Oro. He's a goddamn gold mine. The best player in the world. I don't want to hear about Mbappe being the best player in the world anymore. This kid, yes, I keep saying it. Kid, 18-year-old kid, let's not forget, doing things that we just quite simply have never seen done at this age. So consistent. People say he dropped off. He's not the same as last season. Again, stats don't prove that, and neither does the eye test. He's only warming up, baby, and every single game, he's vital. He's crucial. Everything goes to Lamine the Dream, to Lamina de Oro, and so it should, because whether it's finishing off that goal, that beautiful touch, oh, it was so nice, so smooth. Just let me tuck that in the far corner. It worked out yesterday, didn't work out in the semis against Inter, but I want to see that more as well. I love seeing him putting in those little chip passes into the box, finding his teammates, but Lamine, he needs to feel more comfortable, feel more confident himself of taking the responsibility of trying to test the goalkeeper over and over again. Do it. You can do it, baby. Look at that heat map. A CANCELO that, again, if you listen to the commentators of Televisión Española, wanted a red card, wanted him out. They couldn't believe that it wasn't a red card. It seemed like, didn't look like a red card to me. Looked like a clean, decent, hard, sportive foul, sportif. But a yellow card, but definitely not a red card. Marc Bernal, let's look at the heat map here of Marc Bernal. I have more and more confidence that he is going to do justice to the position of being a defensive midfielder in that pivot spot. With his left foot, I even think he has a better shot than a Sergio Busquets. He has the similar movements. I don't know about his perhaps passing ability. I think the way that he protects the ball, turns away from the defender, is able to hold on to the possession, and also drive forward. I think he's going to be more active. I think we're going to see a Marc Bernal over the course of the seasons that's going to score more goals than a Busquets. Can he fill the Busi hole? Is my question. Can Marc Bernal fill the Busi hole? Time will tell. But also there, I would say trust the process, culés. Trust that process. El Uruguayo, how good was it for him to be effective, efficient, both in the back and in front of goal as well? Key blocks, key interceptions, key recoveries. Yes, you can say it's Albacete, but listen, El Uruguayo needs these kind of games to get that confidence back. He's now over from the issues that separated him from the team, that kept him apart from the team. Looks like he is back now, and we need these kind of games for the Uruguayo to pick up that confidence for the latter stages of the top competitions, the Ligas, the Champions League, and the Copa del Rey semis, and hopefully final as well. Take nothing away of the importance of this performance from El Capitão, not Rafinha, but Ronald Araujo, our captain. Do not forget, not Frenkie de Jong. The first captain is still Ronald Araujo. In the absence of defenders, in the absence of efficient defending so far this season, seeing Gerard Martin, aka Gerard Maldini, and Araujo have the best game so far for him this season, get a goal as well, allow us to have that 2-goal cushion to then breathe and suffer through until the end. It's good news, folks. It's good news. It is very good news. Frenkie active, Frenkie being our best midfielder in the absence of Pedri. Pedri Potter, of course, we're all looking at the clock, counting down the time for his return. But in the meantime, there's no more debating on whether it's Eddie Garcia or Frenkie de Jong that needs to play in the midfield alongside of Pedri. This is the best version of Frenkie that we are seeing right now. And look at this. A pro, active as him in his prime, in his Ajax days. And you love to see it because we need that very best Frenkie right now as well. Finally, a couple of words for the good man that is Joan Garcia. Joan, I love you. Joan, you are the signing of the century. However, please do not put us in that predicament again where you want to go and congratulate. It comes from a good place. Genuinely, you can see that this team, they're a family, they're a group, they are united, they love each other, they want to give each other props, they want to dap it up, they want to lift each other's spirit. So it was good for Joan Garcia to see his defender play the lights out, play the best game that he so far played this season. But don't forget the basics of the game. Don't take the ball out and congratulate your boy, pat him on the head to then give away a set piece, a corner against the opposition. That was a moment right there that, quite frankly, my heart skipped a beat. Imagine this in the semifinal against an Inter or whoever we will face, an Arsenal, etc., a Bayern. We don't want, of course, the tensions will be higher then. But listen, this is now you're setting yourself up for these occasions. This is a quarterfinal of a Copa clash. One match and you're out. And he gave away a set piece play there from the goodness of his heart. Please don't do that again, Joan Garcia. That would have been, oh man, the meme that would have been, had that been a goal and the start of a historic remontada, an Albacetazo. And luckily for us, that didn't happen. So folks, be positive. Culés, we are not the ones sitting at home watching the next round of the Copa. We are not the ones sitting second in the league. We are not the ones that have lost the Supercopa and are now having to play the playoffs or play-ins of the UEFA Champions League. The problems, leave those to our neighbors of the nation's capital. Leave that to the whites. Leave the problems to the whites. Let's focus on the positives. Recognize our inefficiencies, where we need to improve, but it's precisely through games like this where we see our defenders raise up from the darkness and say, no, not today, Satan. Gerard Maldini, el Uruguayo, they're stepping up. Habemus Defenders, folks. And that is very, very good news come crunch time of the season. And in the meantime, let's enjoy having the Wonder Kid, Lamine de Oro, Lamine the Dream, the best player in the world, continue to play the lights out, continue to do things that keep us in front of the TVs, locked in, absolute box office, folks. History in the making that we're seeing. While yes, we can ask the Rashfords, the Lewandowskis, to improve their efficiencies, to step it up a notch, to maybe not look as sluggish in front of goal and have that killer instinct instead. Be a little bit selfish. Put it in yourself, son. Go on, son. Have a go, son. Have a crack. An absolute cracker. And I guess a Ferran Torres as well, who did get a very close range shot, blocked by some excellent defending from Albacete, who I need to give them props. They didn't play as dirty as they could have. It wasn't a Racing Santander, but the game was very, very similar to the game before. A humble team, compact, organized in the back, difficult not to crack, to break down. We made it more difficult than we should have, but we are through to the next round and we're on our way to securing that domestic treble once again. I have faith. And let's see what we can do in the Champions League, folks. Anything can happen. Culés, I'm going to ask you to cool out. Culés need to cool out. Drink some Kool-Aid. Sit back. Be chill. Be cool. Like my professor used to tell me, Diego, you're good. You're good. Don't worry. You're okay. You're good. Shout out to Mr. Maitanis. But for reals, we live to fight another day, folks. And other teams cannot say that. I'm going to leave it here. A quick one for you. Make sure that if you're new to this channel, you subscribe, you hit the bell notification, you drop a comment in the comment section. You do anything you can to let the YouTube algorithm know that this is the spot for Barça insiders. So stay cool, culés. Visca el Barça, and we'll see you in the next one.